Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be an all MAC look. I love doing all one brand tutorials because you get to see how the products really work well together. They're made for each other. You can pair this up with anything. You can add a different lip, you can add highlight, you can add different shadows. It's just a perfect starting point to a flawless base. So hope you guys enjoy this everyday wearable matte look, and if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe below so you can be notified, and leave me a comment and a thumbs up if you do like this video. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Doesn't Timmy look so cute with his haircut? Look at that face. So for a primer, I'm gonna use the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base, and I'm gonna just smooth that all over her skin. And it has a nice creamy texture, so it's gonna smooth pores at the same time, which is what I like.
Feels good.
Yeah, it feels nice. And for today's look, we're gonna go for more of an everyday look, so something very light. We're not really gonna use eyeshadows, we're gonna use the contour palettes as well. So it's kind of like multi-functional makeup. I'm just gonna put a bit of this MAC Fast Response Eye Cream. It's a very light eye cream. Just gonna pat it under the eye. I met Basma at my event, and she came to say hi, and I was like, oh my god, I wanna be your friend.
Yeah, you actually said, I want to be your friend.
Yeah. And now we're friends, and now she's in my studio and we're shooting.
Yeah, I'm so lucky.
Oh, you're so sweet. She just moved here 2 months ago. 2 months ago. And I'm her friend.
We are friends.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC30. And I might mix that later with another color, but I'm gonna start off with this. I'm just gonna use this Ray Morris brush. This is number 23.1. So again, I like to take a very thin layer and work it into the brush, and then apply it very thinly on the face. So at first it looks like nothing is going on, but something is happening. You said you were NC30 when you were a bit more tanned.
This is NC30.
This is NC30, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm applying it very thin, so you'll see the color build up as I go.
But I like this way.
Yeah.
Instead of
Because it's a full coverage foundation, so it can get really heavy really fast. So you have to find your technique of using it. You can use it with like a wet beauty blender or sponge too. I'm matching your neck. So Basma is also Palestinian.
Yeah.
She's you were born and raised in Denmark, right?
Yes.
Awesome. And when she told me that at the event, I was like, yeah, we're gonna be best friends. So on the nose, I always like to use very little product because that's sometimes where you can see the foundation sitting on the skin. So sometimes I'll skip this step and just do a bit of foundation over it. I mean concealer, sorry. I'll do a bit of concealer over it. But just very lightly, whatever is left on the brush.
But why do you prefer concealer instead of...
Concealer sometimes has like a thinner consistency than foundation, and it has more pigment, so it's more coverage basically.
Okay.
And the concealer I'm going to use now is a long wearing formula. So it's going to be thin and it's going to not really move. Because sometimes on the nose, that's where foundations break up.
True.
Yeah. Even on the forehead, I don't like to put a lot of product. Because a lot of people are darker on their forehead. So sometimes it doesn't match all the way. Or if you're, talking a lot, laughing a lot, and you have expression lines, it's going to sink in. So just go lightly. And then I like to bronze it after.
Nice tips.
Yeah. And I'm not too worried about around the eyes because I'm gonna do concealer there. So I don't really need to add more product than I have to, I mean. Whatever is left, I like to take it, look up, down the jawline. So down the jawline and down the neck, just so everything's even. And it doesn't have to be like a lot of foundation on the neck, just very little. And that again is what we're talking about when you want to make it look good in photos and in real life. Okay, so that's foundation done, and we're gonna move on to concealer, and that way you're gonna see how it builds up, and we get that nice coverage in areas where we need it.
You know Pandora is Danish?
Really? I haven't taken this off in 5 years.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's the only bracelet I wear.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try the NC25. This is the new concealer, by the way, the MAC 24-Hour Studio Fix. I'm gonna do what I told you, and I'm gonna try NW on you.
Do it, yeah.
But we're gonna put a bit of NC. I'm gonna try a bit of
That's
NW32.
Maybe you can teach me.
Yeah. Do you use a beauty blender when you do concealer? Yeah. I'll show you a trick. So I like to put the concealer. I'm gonna work on one side because this dries a bit fast. So, and I always clean the beauty blender. I know some girls.
That doesn't.
Do you clean it every single time?
No.
Yeah. So that's important.
I have to.
You have to, yeah. Otherwise it's gonna gather like makeup bacteria. So I'm gonna blend it, thin layer. And then if I want more, I'm not gonna go and add it here. I'll add it to my hand and take it from the beauty blender. I feel like that gives you a bit more coverage. So look at NW30. This is 32.
It looks very good, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if he 32.
Yeah, that's what I would use on
It's-
myself.
But this is the new?
That's a new one, yeah. But
Yeah.
no, I think there's always been 32. We'll double check. Yeah?
Yeah, because it's all 20,
Then-
25, 30.
Then they're probably the
35.
new shades.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I take a bit on the back of my hand and then I take it directly on the beauty blender. And that way you have more coverage here. And then I press it into the areas where I need it. So in this case, I'm doing another layer. And I'm gonna put just a tiny bit along the jawline. If there are any tiny breakouts, just covers them right away. There's nothing. See, I wouldn't even go lighter than this because then we're gonna set it with a more brightening powder, with a highlighting powder. Put some over her lids as a primer, just so we get rid of any redness. And remember when I said I don't want to put a lot of foundation on the nose, this is where the beauty blender can really push in that product and it doesn't give you that heavy look. I love the birds in the background. Look up.
It's like we're very ecstatic
Yeah.
and we're only in Dubai.
Yeah, that looks great. So now we have everything like evenly covered and now we need to bring back shape and color into the face. So we're gonna do contouring with powder. So these are the new Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour palettes and they come in 2 different colors. This one is, I think, light medium. Yeah, light medium, looks like this. I've been using it so it looks used and loved. And this one is the medium dark dark. That's what it looks like. I really like to mix the colors, so for Basma, I think I'm going to use the lighter yellow, mix a bit with the darker yellow, and same with the contours. Because I'm going to use the darker palette on her eyes as well as eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the lighter yellow, mix it a bit with the darker one, and just set the under eye. Then I'm going to go in with the lighter one, just do a bit. Same thing on the other eye. I like to get around the nose as well, because I want to brighten that area too, and on the chin. Whatever is left can go a bit on the forehead. Just to set, I like to do the jawline too. To bronze and contour a bit on her forehead, I'm taking the first color mixed with this warmer color from the darker palette. And this is a MAC 135S brush, which is synthetic. It's gonna start on her forehead. I'm gonna take the warmer contour in the darker palette. I'm just focusing it on the cheekbone, pulling up, because you don't want to bring it down. You always want to lift. I'm going to take the more grayish contours from the lighter palette and put that along the jawline and a bit in the hollow of the cheek. Put a bit on the temples as well. To contour the nose, I'm going to take the lighter contours as well in the lighter palette because they're a bit more gray, so they're going to contour more realistically. Just at the bottom to lift the tip and across, because that really lifts the tip once I do the highlighting as well. And this just kind of pinches everything and lifts it up a tiny bit. You can do a bit on the lower lip.
I love this contour for the nose.
Ah, it's so
Oh
good.
my god.
Yeah, it's so good.
Actually looks like...
Makeup. Then I'm gonna take the 2 yellows again. I could use the first one alone, but it might be a bit intense. By the way, this is a MAC 217 brush, and the one before was a MAC 224S. So where I didn't contour, I'm gonna do a bit of that matte highlight. It has a bit, not a shimmer, it has a bit of a sheen, so it's not completely matte. And that's just gonna create more of a lift. And you can use a bit of that orange shade from the darker contour palette as blush. And this is a MAC 109 brush. And I like to stipple the brush, so pressing it into the skin so it doesn't really move the foundation or the concealer that we did. And I love like peachy orangey blush. I like to put a bit on the nose to make it look more healthy, like you've been outside.
Oh my god, I love this. My nose is...
And it's so good.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do
Yeah.
which a lot of people don't know is nose contouring, because you have to do it in a very like subtle way.
I never trusted in nose contouring because I always try at home when, you know.
It's tricky.
But you did it very good.
Thank you.
I love it.
Okay, eyes. Maybe we'll do that peach again because I really liked it. So that warmer color and the dark palette. Gonna focus it on the outer corner first, and then into the socket. Nothing complicated, just shaping the eye. Just want to pull it slightly. I think we'll keep everything matte today, right?
I love
Let's
that.
do that. Yeah. I want to go in a bit with the peachy shade. Pull that in the crease as well, just so that we mimic, like, we use those same colors in the face, so we want to use them in the eyes as well. I love monochrome looks where you use the same color on the lips, on the eyes, on the cheeks, and it makes it very modern. I'm gonna dip into the darker colors. Actually, I'm just gonna dip into all of them. Just for the outer corner. I'm gonna pull it out, open. Maybe I can see. I'm gonna take that first contoury color, the bronze one, put it on the lower lashes. Mascara. This is the new MAC Up For Anything lash, and it's meant to be like really intense, so let's try it. So it doesn't look like I'm poking your eye in the video the whole time. I'm gonna eat donuts while you do this. Drink coffee. See, they put the chocolate ones all the way down.
Can I see it?
How would you usually do it every day? Like nothing intense, just... Okay, so mascara done. I'm gonna add a bit more of a, kind of a blush, even though I really like that orange. But this is gonna add a bit more of a highlighty look. It is the Mineralize Blush in Warm Soul. Mine fell and broke, but it still has a lot in it. And it's a very beautiful, like, pinky nude neutral blush. It's one of those blushes, you look at it, it's like nothing. But it does something really nice. Pretty, right? Are you a highlight girl? Let's do a bit of lip balm. This is the MAC Lip Conditioner. Let it sit before we do lips. So we're not gonna do highlight, but I'm gonna go back into that middle yellow shade from the lighter palette and just put a bit on the chin, very lightly, and a tiny bit in the, what do you call this, like the inner corner of the eye. And just here to brighten. I'm gonna just set your brows with clear brow set. For lips, I'm gonna take the Spice lip pencil. I'm just gonna line her lips. I love this color, by the way. Spice is like one of my favorites. So I just filled up the entire lip, and you can leave it like this, you can wear it like this, you can put a bit of lip balm on top. I'm gonna put a bit of a lighter lipstick just in the center and blend it all in together. So for that, I'm taking the MAC Lip Tensity lipstick in Dough. And that's what it looks like. It's very similar to Velvet City, which is my favorite, and I didn't want to use it in this video, so I ended up using something that looks like it. So just gonna rub it in a bit, tap it on the lips in the center, and it's gonna give you that sexy pout. Then I'm gonna take a lip brush. I'm gonna blend it from the center outwards. It gets less intense as it goes to the outer corners. And you can also blend everything again with the lip liner if you feel like you've lost that contour and dimension.
Looks nice.
It's so nice.
Do you
so
think?
pretty.
Yeah. Do you think so?
Why are you doubting it? Do you not think it?
No,
It suits
no.
you so well. Yeah, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking. It's beautiful. I love it.
You're the professional one here.
No, but this is your face. Even if I'm the professional here, this is your face. So
True.
if I think it looks good and you don't think it looks good and you're not comfortable in it, then it doesn't
Then it's
matter
not
what I
good,
think. Yeah. Since the vibe we went for was all matte, I'm going to use the Matte Fix Plus. I'm just going to shake this. So this is the final look. It's very matte, it's very everyday friendly, it looks beautiful, it's going to work on everyone. It's a very classic look, and you can add a lot to it to change it up. You can put shimmer on the lids, you can change the lip, you can add more blush. So it's a perfect classic starting point to any makeup look. Hope you guys enjoyed this.
I did.
Yay.